Welcome to Algebra 1B. My name is Mrs. Renlisbacher and I'll be teaching the class. My name is a little long and hard to say, so you're more than welcome to call me Mrs. Rindy. What is this course designed for? This course is the second half of high school algebra and as such is designed to help you learn necessary algebra skills along with developing your critical and logical thinking, as you can see as illustrated in that picture. What kinds of things can I expect to learn? This course has 111 algebra topics that you are expected to master. These topics cover a variety of things, some of which include solving systems of equations in multiple ways, solving and factoring polynomials, learning and applying the rules of exponents, applying the quadratic formula, simplifying radical expressions, and so much more. How is this course different than other Primavera courses? If you have not yet taken a math class at Primavera or it's been a while since you've taken your last math class, please be aware that it may be different. This course heavily relies on a program called ALEX, or otherwise known as the Online Learning Center. Thus, the majority of your grade comes from work done on the ALEX site rather than in the course player. What is ALEX? ALEX is an awesome program that helps you learn only the things that you need to learn. That's right, you don't have to sit in class and relearn the same things you already know. We would prefer to teach you new things that you don't already know. So every time you log on, you should look like this. How do I get into the ALEX program? First, you open up the course player, just like you would any other Primavera course. ALEX will be in the first activity of every lesson. So under Unit 1, you're going to go to Lesson 1 if you are just starting the course, and you will find the Online Learning Center. How do I work the ALEX program? The Online Learning Center will automatically take you to a tutorial that will show you how to enter your answers. You can see me doing that tutorial there on the right. After you have finished the tutorial, you will be prompted to take a 30-question test. Please do your best on this test because it'll help you clear out topics on your pie chart. After the assessment, am I done? No, that's just the beginning. Let's take a look and see what happens next. You should be brought to a pie chart like this. Yours might go through a little tutorial on how the pie chart works. Then you should see this green pie or objective pie. If you do not, you might see this colorful pie. If you see the colorful pie, simply go up here and click Switch to Objective Pie. The objective pie is what we're going to be working from. It has what we call our modules. So there are 6 modules in the course, and it's just a cluster of topics that you need to complete. Because there are 6 modules in the course, you will need to complete 1 module per week. And how you complete a module is by completing the topics found within that module. To complete a topic, you need to look at this green section of the pie. The green section of the pie is your current working module. This little blue section is your prerequisite topics, and they do not count towards your grade, but you may need to do it in order to unlock the more topics in the green section. So right now I'm going to go ahead and choose a topic and show you what that looks like. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and show you what it looks like to get a problem wrong. Because I don't want you to let your mistakes define you. Instead, I want you to be able to try again. And notice that the program gives you an opportunity to do that as well. It lets you try again. It also has this lovely button down here that's called the Explain button. You can go ahead and click on it and it'll give you an explanation on how to do that exact problem. Once you've read through the explanation and taken some notes, be sure to hit the Practice button. Do not hit the back button on your browser. So I'm going to go ahead and complete this topic and show you what it looks like to complete a topic. So bear with me just a minute as I complete these. So in order to move on to the next topic, you have to complete 3 right in a row. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and do right now. So notice I have 2 right, so I'm going to go ahead and practice again. Okay, so notice this time it actually made me get 4 right in a row because I got that first problem wrong. It just wants to make sure that you have absolutely mastered the topic. Once you do that, you'll notice that there's a more practice button that you can hit if you need to continue practicing in order to be prepared for the exam. But if you feel like you've mastered the topic as well as the program says you have, go ahead and hit the done button. Now notice, before it was 8 out of 23, now my total is 8 out of 23. Sorry, I think I said 8. Before it was 7, now it is 8, because I've completed one topic. So another way you can make sure that you've completed that topic is if you hit the review button, it'll show you the topic that you completed that day. Our goal is to get up to 80%. Once you've reached 80%, that means that you have completed that module and you are ready for the exam. Let's review some key points. After the initial assessment, you will be brought to a pie chart. You want to be in the module or objective pie view. There are 6 modules in the course, each containing about 20 topics. You are to complete at least 1 module per week. You complete a module by completing 80% of the topics found in the green section. You complete a topic by getting about 3 questions right in a row, and you see the done button instead of the practice button. You should be completing about 5 to 6 topics each day to stay on track. How do I know when I have reached 80%, and what do I do next? If you've completed your module, you will see a note like this. Yay, congratulations! You have met the percentage required to be able to take the first test. So, once you see this note, you need to message me right away, because what needs to happen is you need to take the exam. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what that looks like. I'm going to hit the next button. And now notice that I'm in Module 2 when I go back to my pie. So you can start working on Module 2 or you can take your exam. If you're waiting for me to give you the code, go ahead and start working on Module 2. So for the exam, you're going to go up here to Assignments. Once again, that's Assignments. And you're going to click it. And then you're going to be able to click on the test that you need to take. So for example, I would be on Module Unit 1 Exam. And I could click it, and then I would have to enter the password. Once again, how do you get the password? I will give it to you. And notice that's going to be the same for all the modules. And then in Module 6, once you complete that last module, you'll be able to take the final exam. So now I'm going to go ahead and hit done because I'm not quite ready to take an exam. Please note that you have unlimited time to take that uh, but we're expecting you to finish one module per week, which means that you should be taking the exam at the end, towards the end of every week or at the beginning of the next week, to be able to get your grade on that. And exams are worth 20%, so they're a huge portion of your grade. So if you don't take the exam by the end of the week, it's going to go in as a 0 and your grade's going to drop drastically. So please make sure that you're taking that exam each week and finishing one module each week. You can always finish more modules. You can go as fast as you would like. And I would encourage you, if you find yourself getting behind, to try and catch up and do as many modules as you can. So now you'll notice that the pie looks a little bit different. It has previous objective topics, so these are ones from the last module, so module number 1, that I have not yet completed. And then once again, the prerequisite topics are still there. And the main section is our green section, which once again contains all the topics in this module. Occasionally, you will have done all the topics in this module, and you won't see any topics left, but you're not at 80% yet. If that happens, you need to go into the brown slice and do a couple topics from the previous module to get more unlocked in the green section. So notice right here I have 0 of 20 gold topics, so I'm at 0%. Once again, I need to be at 80% to pass this module and to get the exam unlocked. Let's go over some key points again. You will have a pop-up message appear when you have completed 80% of your module. Once you reach that 80%, you will be ready to move on to the next module. After reaching that 80%, you will also need to contact me to get the password. The best way to contact me just to get the password is going to be through text. My number for that is 602-456-2683. Or you can also email me. That's going to be another quick way to get a hold of me at trisha.rindlisbacher@primaveratech.org. Then next, to get to the exam, you will need to click on the Assignments button at the top. You will then be prompted to enter the code. Take your time and try your best on the exam. I know some of you might get a little stressed out on the test, but please don't feel too stressed out about it. And if you need to retake the exam, please contact me and I would love to talk to you about it. Why are there different sections of the pie? The green section of the pie should be what you're focusing on to complete your current module. The brown section or orangish section of your pie is the other 20% from the previous module. So remember, you only have to complete 80% and then it moves you on to the next module. So that leaves 20% left over. So that's what's included in that brownish orange section. Please note that if you master topics from that brownish orange section, it'll improve your grade on that module. So your module mastery grade from the previous week will improve. The blue section of the pie is topics that do not count towards your grade. They are prerequisites towards topics in your pie chart. So do I just have to do ALEX? No, there is more, but here are all the grades that do come from ALEX. You've got your course mastery grade, which is 10%, which is the total number of topics that you completed divided by the total number of topics in the class. That'll be entered in the gradebook at the end of the course. Module mastery is 15%. That's the total percent you complete on each module. Exams, those are with 20%, and you take each exam after each module. Your final exam is a comprehensive exam consisting of about 50 questions, and it will be taken after Module 6, or technically the end of the course, or the last week of the course. So that is 55% of your total grade that comes from working in the Online Learning Center, or ALEX. So that's a lot. In other words, you cannot pass the class unless you've been working in ALEX. So what other items make up the other 45%? Discussions make up 5%. These are just like other Primavera courses. They are usually found in the first and fifth lessons under the third activity in the course player. Remember, you should be completing one lesson a day in the course player, and each unit has 5 days in it. So therefore, if you're working Monday through Friday, the discussions will usually be found on Monday and then again on Friday. Remember, if you don't get full points, I'll go ahead and add a comment, and you can comment again to receive full points. So you should get 100% on your discussions. Projects, those are also located in the course player, and they were with 15%. These are just like your other Primavera projects, but please note that you have to be in the last lesson in order to be able to submit your project. So for example, below you'll see lesson 2, lesson 3, and lesson 4. You're going to need to be in lesson 4 to be able to submit the project. Otherwise, it'll just let you save the project. Last but not least is our synchronous sessions. That's a little hard to say, so occasionally you'll hear me call it participation sessions. So you are required to come into the classroom once per week. Yay! I'm so excited to see your bright, happy faces at least once a week. Here is the link below to my classroom. You will also find this link several places throughout the course, including in my signature in most messages and emails, in the welcome email, and the course announcements. I'll try and have that link all over for you. My sessions are on Wednesday nights at 8 o'clock p.m. and Friday night mornings at 10 a.m. I was hoping if I held one at night and one in the morning, most of you would be able to find one or the other to be able to go to. But if not, there's also recordings. I would encourage you to attend live because it's a bit more fun and you get to ask questions, but I understand if you cannot, and I will make those recordings available. Additionally, if you can't come into the sessions or need extra help, I would love to help you outside of class. I love tutoring and working with students on an individual basis, so if you would like to schedule an appointment with me, please contact me because I would love to set something up with you. How are you feeling right now? I can understand that this class can seem a little overwhelming, especially after watching such a long video with just explanations on how the course works. If you're feeling more like the cat on the left, then please contact me so you can feel more like the cat on the right. It's really not as hard as it sounds, and I would love to help you and more than willing to help. Here's my contact information. First is my text message phone number. That is probably the best way to reach me. It goes directly to my personal phone, and I'll be able to get you your answers back more quickly. Email is probably the next best thing if you want a quick answer. There's always the message center as well. The message center, it may take me a little bit longer than email or text message, but that's a great resource. And of course, the virtual classroom is always a great way to get a hold of me. If I'm grading or anything like that, I'll probably also be in my virtual classroom. And last but not least is my phone number. If I do not answer, please leave me a message and I will try and get back to you. Finally, please go to this site and complete the quiz in order to receive your orientation points for watching this recording. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to having you in the course.